You know what the culture really needs right now? I volunteer. What we need is the opposite of Gary Vaynerchuk. Because Gary V constantly spews this endless optimism that is delusional. People go, Gary V, I'm 46 and I've been divorced twice, and every month I owe $1,200 in child support, and I want to start an SEO marketing business. And he goes, just fucking do it then. Well, just fucking do it. Gary, I'm a felon. I can't vote. And every time I move to a new, Gary, I'm a felon. I'm addicted to fentanyl, but I want to start a ticket. I want to be a creator. We'll just fucking post. We'll just fucking post. What we really need is the opposite of Gary V. I will volunteer. If you guys, by the way, you can call into the show. Look in the description of the podcast. You can call into the show. Please call in. And I will give you advice as if I'm the opposite of Gary V. I will be Gary X. Or Gary W. Waluigi, Gary X. And if you call in, what we need that. We need a guy who tells people that are 48 that they're not young as fuck. Hey, well, that's what we need. I will do it. If people come up to me and they're like, hey, Sean, like I've always wanted to start a business, but like I'm 49 and I'm in a lot of debt. And I'm like, I'm overweight, I'm type 2 diabetic, and I'm just worried that things aren't going to work out. But like, I've always wanted to be a country singer. What do you think? Yeah, you're not young as fuck. You're basically on death's door. The first thing I would do is work on your health. And, maybe in 10 years, you could have a small and limited influence on the country industry if you're very lucky. That's the honesty that people need. People don't need to be told that they're young as fuck when they're 52. Gary V is telling people that are 89 years old that they have a lot of runway. You do not. I will be, hey, we're all thinking it and someone has to say it and it's going to be me. When you are 89 years old and you have stage 4 pancreatic cancer, you should not start a B2B SaaS company. Maybe that makes me a hater. Maybe that makes me like a fucking pessimist, cynical loser, but I'll own that. You should not start an AI company when you are 68 years old and you've been a plumber. Okay? Just it ain't gonna happen, buddy. You know what you should do? You should call your son. That's what Gary V is missing. The rhetoric that Gary V is missing from his message, which I like his message. He goes, dude, I talk to these guys all the time. I talk to people in their 30s. He's like, people go all the time, Gary, I'm 38. I'm worried that I failed and all my dreams aren't going to come true. And I tell these people all the time, you're young as fuck. You know what I was doing at 38? I was sucking dick for crack in the street. Gary V will literally lie. Gary V will literally lie into a mic and he'll be like, people say, oh, I haven't achieved my dreams and I'm 43. I'm worried that I'm not going to achieve my dreams. You know what I was doing when I was 43? Okay? I was in Venezuela, tied to a radiator. I had just been discovered. I was an asset for the CIA. And I had been discovered. And then the Venezuelan secret police, the Gestapo, they'd beat me every day. They'd beat me every day at 8 a.m. and they'd feed me. They'd feed me the other inmates. The other inmates, they'd feed them to me. I'd have to eat my friends. I was 43. Okay? You know what I was doing when I was 45? When I was 45, I had an online wine store. You have time. You have time. People go, when I was your age, you know what I was doing? I was deep behind enemy territory in Nazi Germany. Okay? The plan was to kill. He goes on these he goes on these insane tangents, and I love it. Gary V goes, you know what I was doing when I was your age? I was deep behind enemy lines in Nazi Germany. The plan was to kill Hitler. It had been tried twice before and failed. I was to do it. Okay, Gary. Hey, Gary, I'm 48 years old and I'm really worried that I'm not going to achieve my dream of being an AI B2B agentic SaaS founder and a business thought leader. Can I still achieve my dreams? Call your son and tell him that you love him, because he's going to kill himself.